Yes, but there is a delay, and it makes it a little tricky.
All right. Please.
Go ahead.
Trying to find out where this horror is that you think that there's a danger of our position leading to.
Well, if it's wrong, is it good to suppose that uploading Grandpa into a computer is harmless? If it's wrong, I mean,
if it's not true that it could be done, then that idea will last only until it is discovered. Hey, this doesn't work, and then the idea is finished.
I think we might be structurally prevented from that discovery. I mean, how would you know?
Then there can't be a horror.
If there's no uploading because we can't get it to work, then there's no uploading. Where's the horror?
No. You misunderstand me. I don't think the uploading is possible.
You're just turned off by the idea.
That's supposed to be uploaded is possible.
Well, okay. Well, scientists are not going to be uploading anybody if they can't.
No,
right?
I think you're misunderstanding me. I'm sorry.
Okay, try again.
I think what I'm saying is I don't think the creation of this structure that would, let's say we have this human-level intelligence that's recreated with the same memories, the same structure, the same capacities.
Yeah.
I don't think that's sufficient to say that person was uploaded. I mean, I think you could. It's conceivable to me that you could create.
So the horror is the horror. Let me see if this is correct. Tell me if I'm wrong here. Right? What you find horrifying is the idea that a human being's mind could be exactly duplicated, and you personally would be creeped out by that because you have an a priori assumption that that's not how our consciousnesses work. Therefore, you'd be creeped out by that copy of Grandpa.
I don't find the process itself to be disturbing. I find the assumption that, as Ray Kurzweil says, that it will be us, that this future sort of...
Right.
That's what he just said.
Right. That's exactly what I just said.
Okay,
you have an a priori assumption that can't be us, and so if they make a thing that seems to be
a priori suspicion.
Okay, fine.
I'm certainly not sure.
Fine.
Well, what do you freaking do?
So you called us to tell us that what we're doing could lead to horror, and the horror is an a priori suspicion you've got. Well, congratulations.
No.
Congratulations. You can join the people who thought that automobiles were terrifying because it must be physically impossible for our bodies to go more than 25 miles an hour. Dude, that's where you're coming from.
The other thing is that...
not where I'm coming from.
Yes, it is.
Hang on. Hey, Charles. The other thing that I find asinine about this entire conversation is that I haven't proposed that idea at all, and it's not something that is, while it is consistent with, it is not in any way dependent upon atheism.
I agree, but what does happen?
Well, then I'm right. So what's your point?
No, but what does happen? The problem is that you're really forgetting what I've said. Is that the whole discussion seeks to deprive us of the mechanisms by which we might defend ourselves. And let me take Michael Shermer as an example.
What are you defending yourself against? See, that's the thing. The only horror you've mentioned is the horror you're going to feel because of a suspicion you have. That's it. You want to be defended from that? Go ahead and believe whatever you want, dude. Nobody's telling you can't continue to believe that our bodies are animated by spooks.
Whatever you want, you scream it at me.
Dude, can I make my point?
I'm sorry.
You're saying that we're running the risk of depriving you of the ability to defend yourself against challenges to your notion that our bodies are animated by spiritual spooks.
That's the straw man argument you're presenting.
Explain it then. Explain where you're really coming from.
I'm sorry?
Explain where you're really coming from then.
I'm afraid in this pseudo-modern generation, and the modernists being, those living in the time of social Darwinism, and sort of this resurgence in faith on both sides, in scientism, are going to commit the same things that would naturally follow once you have the presumption that humans are merely structure. And it becomes
You're wrong.
Follows
no,
matters
no,
little,
stop, Charles. Stop, Charles. Charles, stop. Please demonstrate that it naturally follows from the idea that humans are merely material what you can do. How do you get from that is to the ought?
Okay, then if I reproduce this material structures, I reproduce the person.
Charles, Don't
Yes.
do an okay. I asked a question.
I'm answering your question.
All right. How do you get from the is to the ought?
I'm sorry, I did not hear the last part.
How do you get from the is to the ought?
No, it's not the ought.
Yes,
It's
you are.
not
You're
the
saying
ought.
it's a necessary conclusion from it.
No. You see, here's what you're saying. I'm saying is that the argument is that there is no difference. So there isn't an ought. It doesn't matter.
No, the argument is not that there is no difference. Nobody,
Okay,
no,
well,
nobody,
then we have another
Charles,
understanding.
Charles.
I'd be happy to defend the transhumanist position since I'm a transhumanist. Be happy to defend that. That's what he's going after. Though it's
No,
just
that's not really
not
what I
true,
wanted to
Charles.
do.
Not
I
all
wanted to go
atheists
after
are.
the way you
Charles, may we speak on our own show, please?
I think you're having no problem speaking.
Charles!
Go ahead.
It is not true that all atheists are transhumanists. I'm one.
I didn't say they were. I said reductionists generally are. I started out by saying
Charles,
you're not primarily atheist.
you are free to continue to believe that there's something else going on besides the physical.
I know there's something else going on.
Would you please stop interrupting me, or we're going to hang up on you?